Stadium in Pittsburgh. It's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Kenny Pickett and the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on Deshaun Watson and the Cleveland Browns.
At the confluence of the three rivers, the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela, we are here at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Tonight, it's the second of our Monday night doubleheader, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They come in off a loss in the season opener, which doubled as the home opener.
And when you lose that way, at home, season opener, it almost feels like two losses. So it's a big fight to get yourselves ready to go to play the next week.
The second of two games tonight. It's the Browns and Steelers underway to wrap up week 2. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. The Steelers offense set for their first possession here, and it's Kenny Pickett who will lead the way, the second-year man, Charles, from Pitt.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Now the third-year man, Najee Harris. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. We look at this Browns defense. Currently number 1 in the NFL against the run.
And that's a ranking that feels good, right? To be number 1 and be the top of your profession. But here's the problem. It's only week 1.
1 week, yeah.
Can they do it 15 more times? If so, then we really got something to talk about.
That's the challenge. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Pickett finding Johnson there. First down, Steelers.
Johnson moves the chain, something he did plenty in 2022, leading the Steelers in yards and catches, but also had the unfortunate distinction of having the most catches yards in the NFL without a touchdown last season. That should be rectified early and often this year.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. Looking to throw, Pickett. That's caught. Allen Robinson. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 44 yards. So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. They're going to try the jet sweep. Robinson with it. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. 2nd and 7. Running a jet sweep. This is Austin. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Setting up the screen, Harris. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, it creates a penalty.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. Back to throw. Pickett. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Pat Fryermuth, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From his end zone, here comes Jerome Ford. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. And the Cleveland offense ready to go to work behind the 3-time Pro Bowler Deshaun Watson in his second season now as a Brown, number 7 overall.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now the NFL. And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. They go up the middle with Chubb. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 3rd and 2. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. The Browns at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to take care of business in front of the home crowd last week.
Yeah, it's always nice to get that opener at home, but now things get a little bit tougher. The good thing for them, though, is they take a little extra confidence with them when they head out on the road.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. You look at this Steeler defense. Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And, hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into Week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And, Charles, you see the numbers for Amari Cooper last week. I asked him before the game, did you know that you were close to 200 last week? He said, oh, yeah, I knew I was right on the doorstep, just short of it, but a touchdown as well. Heck of a game.
I like that he was honest with you because they always know. They keep track in their head. They understand their yardage. But how'd you like to be the defense this week? This was a week of open field tackling practice because you know he's going to get his catches. The key is to limit him after the catch, put him on the ground.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And Watson has enough for the first down yardage as he slides to the turf. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Boy, 2 long, sustained drives by each team to start things out. It's kind of similar to how the pitch clock has shortened baseball games. That means we'll be out of here quickly if we get a few more drives like that. We're in the second quarter now, and we've only had 1 drive apiece, each of which have ended with touchdowns.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Harris running straight ahead. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. Big impact play, a tackle for loss. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Pickett's throw pulled in by Robinson here. Gave a glimpse of his quick feet, but not a whole lot of space down at the 30. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Pickett. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 15-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is, because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And the Steelers are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Touchdown! Pat Freiermuth with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Now Blankenship on for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Watson off play action. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he'll be taken down right away up near midfield at the 47. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Watson. Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. There's your co-NFL record holder, T.J. Watt, doing what he does best, terrorizing quarterbacks. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Watson now to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Watson. He's got the connection to Cooper. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. On 1st down, it's Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Watson. This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in. Now a 2nd and 10. To throw is Watson. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. To the air yet again, Watson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Here's Watson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Harris starts the drive on the ground. There he goes, right side. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Now Pickett. And his throw is incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Pickett back to the air on 2nd down. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Pickett back to throw. Going across the formation, he finds Freiermuth. And they are going to have a 1st down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Blankenship's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That is incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to 3rd down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get...
Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. On the return, here's Jerome Ford, and able to get this out to the 25. The Browns offense set to go to work to begin this 3rd quarter. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the 3rd quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
2nd down and 8. From the 50, it's Watson. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 25-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there, because to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Browns have got it back to within a score. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 60 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. This is intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. And now a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Browns have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front. Extra point by York is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Now they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Now Watson. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's able to get the 1st here as he's taken down at the 25. give them the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 79 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. 1st down, and they go back to Harris. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Pickett will look to throw it here. A short one there to Freiermuth. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up in that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And this Browns defense stands tall. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Watson's throw into the hands of Peoples-Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 2 yards to go. 2nd down. Watson now going to run the option right. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 14 yards that time and a 1st down on the keeper. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Back to throw, Watson. And, oh, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked up.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. York able to send this one through. And that'll make this a 7-point game. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride the offense this go-around. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. The Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
They'll try to run. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
73 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. They run again on first down, Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them in plus territory. Excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Here's Pickett. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Pickett. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Looking to throw. Pickett. He finds Pickens over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? We're able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
It's brought in by Harris. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Pickett. His throw incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Martin Emerson, and the Browns are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Well, we knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining, but that interception puts an end to any hopes that they had.
All right, partner, work with me here because Obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again. Well, that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really not a great expectation to begin with. I think they'll look back on this game and see what got them in this spot in the first place and say to themselves, we really gave this game away.
And Watson's going to throw it here. He's got Akins, the tight end. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Here's Watson. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
They tried to make something happen, but that one came up incomplete and really wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's the right phrase for it. Definitely ill-advised. Just wonder about his mechanics right now, you know, and that's the tough part. You do so much stuff in practice to make it repetitive, but it has to repeat under pressure, whether it's pressure from the defense or just the pressure of playing the game.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Right back to Cooper, and he got him again. And he will have a Browns first down. It has been a struggle, but it's looking like that'll be the one to seal a victory. Again, it's Watson. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson flush to his right. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically. But it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway. And now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. A give. This is Chubb. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half.